Bonjour à tous. So welcome back, and so today we'll be seeing the dialogue C of lesson 10. Okay, the last class, the last session we finished the dialogue A and dialogue B. So today we'll be continuing the dialogue C. We'll just translate and hope you're safe and fine. As we gave some instructions in the group, so please write the classwork and so of 10th standard, okay, of class 10, you just write by the side, and the assignments that we give actually here in the video class and so on, you got to complete in your classwork itself, in your 9th standard classwork itself, and you'll be submitting once it's asked. Yeah, so the 9th standard assignments you got to submit, and so some of you would have got sign in the 10th lesson. Okay, some of you maybe in B section you'd have got sign or tick. So never mind, you just send your notebook. Okay, so completing the assignments. If you have finished the assignments already, no need to write it again. Okay, just once it's fine. So we'll now complete the dialogue C translation. Yeah, we'll start. So it's actually a conversation between Mita, her mom and her dad. So the last class we saw the dialogue A and dialogue B. So they were discussing about the vacation, about the holidays, where they are going to spend and so on. And in dialogue B, like they decided to go to France, to Paris. And now in dialogue C, they are in France, in Paris. So they are talking about what's there and how it feels. Yeah, so I'll just read it once in French. Okay, observe. Then we'll dictate the translation. So dialogue C, dialogue C. Mita, enfin à Paris. Maman, c'est vraiment magnifique, le musée du Louvre. Mita, que c'est beau, maman. Maman, c'est superbe. Papa, vous n'avez pas encore visité les autres monuments. Mita, papa, nous reviendrons ici l'année prochaine. Comme ça, j'améliorerai mon français. Papa, oui ma chérie, comme ça tu dépenseras tout mon argent. Okay, so it's actually a typical conversation between the parents and the kid. Once they are in Paris, okay, they are surprised, they are so happy to see the monuments. Yeah, we'll start translating now. Dialogue C. As I told you, please be careful when you're writing the spelling of dialogue. Often you make mistakes. Okay, so Mita, finally in Paris. Enfin, which means finally. Finally in Paris. So mom says, c'est vraiment magnifique. It's really magnificent. It is really magnificent. So comma, copy the punctuations from the book. Le musée du Louvre, the Louvre Museum. Mita, que c'est beau, maman. So que c'est beau, c'est une expression, it's an expression. How beautiful it is. Yeah, how beautiful it is, with a comma. And mom, how beautiful it is, mom. So now the dialogue continues. Maman, c'est superbe. It's super, or it's great, with an exclamatory mark. It's great. Dad, vous n'avez pas encore visité les autres monuments. You haven't visited yet the other monuments. You haven't visited yet the other monuments. Vous n'avez pas encore visité les autres monuments. You haven't visited yet the other monuments. So Mita now says, Papa, nous reviendrons ici l'année prochaine. Comme ça, j'améliorerai mon français. So Mita is asking, so Dad, we will come back here the next year. So Dad, comma, we will come back here, or will we come back here? We will come back here the next year, l'année prochaine, which means the next year. You can write it even at the beginning. The next year we will come back here. So reviendront, it's actually the verb revenir, to come back, to come again. So Dad, we will come back here the next year. Comme ça, j'améliorerai mon français. Like that. Comme ça, which means like that, or so that. I will improve my French. J'améliorerai, which means I will improve. Améliorer, the verb to improve. I will improve my French. So now Dad says, yes, my dear. Yes, my dear. Like that. Comme ça again. Like that, or so that. Tu dépenseras tout mon argent. You will spend all my money. Like that. You will spend all my money. So the dialogue C is over. I'll just repeat it once again. Dialogue C. Mita, finally in Paris. Maman, it's really magnificent. The Louvre Museum. Mita, how beautiful it is, Mom. Maman, it's super. Dad, you haven't visited yet the other monuments. Mita, Dad, we will come back here the next year. Like that, I will improve my French. Dad, yes, my dear. Like that, you will spend all my money. So the dialogue C is over. So please copy it slowly, carefully, correctly in your notebook. Okay, and it should be neat. And especially when you're writing your French 10th standard classwork. Okay, so write it slowly, neatly. Yeah, so, and the answers please write with a pencil. And even once you finish, okay, if you have finished writing a lesson, you can take a picture of your lesson and you can share it in our group, in our WhatsApp group, so that the others they will see. Okay, and so there will be some changes. If there is any corrections, I'll let you know. Right? And same way for this week assignment for 9th standard. Okay, in the notebook, you write the dialogue C in the notebook, and you try to conjugate few verbs in future simple. Okay, so future simple. In this lesson, we got to see passé composé, future simple, and also imparfait. So the imparfait, it is a tense. We'll be seeing in the next session. Okay, we'll be seeing in the next session. It's past continuous. So better before starting imparfait, you need to revise a bit of passé composé and future simple, so that it won't be confusing you. So as we did the last week, the third exercise was homework for you, and so this week you can try the 6th exercise. Okay, the dialogue C you got to copy in your notebook, and you got to try the 6th exercise in your classwork. Okay, so that is your assignment. Okay, the 6th exercise, mettez les verbes au futur. Okay, you can see a big paragraph, not a big paragraph, some 5 lines. In that you got some verbs inside the brackets. Those verbs you got to conjugate in future simple. So as you know how to conjugate a verb in future simple. Okay, so for future simple, you take the radical, you add the endings. The endings are similar as the verb avoir in present. Right? Just for nous and vous, it will be like the present tense. Right? So that's it for today. Okay, so take care guys, be safe, finish your work on time. Merci.